Hi guys, my name is Kate. I live in Russia and today I want to talk about why I like Call Me By Your Name. I decided to make two videos on this topic. I will be talking about the book and the film on the whole, and the second one will be dedicated only to the book. Also, I will be quoting a lot. So let's start. Why I like Call Me By Your Name. The reason is very simple. We are all longing for love. It was a period in my life when I was craving for love. I felt lonely. I like fantasizing and imagining all sorts of things that perhaps will never happen in my life. So it was loneliness and the lack of love that motivated me to watch Call Me By Your Name. I was charmed, I was impressed, and then I was obsessed with this movie. Why? Firstly, in my opinion, it is a wonderful story about true love. Yes, it sounds trite, but nevertheless. There was a period when I just liked watching people who were looking at each other with interest and fondness. Like you feel that growing sympathy that blossomed between them. I lacked so much such sympathy that I was really enjoying watching people who have strong attachment to each other. I enjoyed the impression on their faces. There was gentleness, tender care and concern, like they were involved in the inner world of their partners. I enjoyed watching people touching each other as well. This film was about love, touching and tender gazes, so I was bound to love it. But it was not only love between partners that charmed me. There was also unexpected love, parents' love towards their child, unexpected for me. It was so tender relationships without pressure and intrusion. Ella's parents loved him, but they weren't smothering him with their feelings, with their concerns. Secondly, it was a very beautiful film. There were adorable, literally attractive actors and wonderful music. So I was thinking about this film a lot and I decided to make use of it. I printed the book and started to read it. It was difficult, but I managed to read it till the end. By the way, I can't imagine a university professor in Russia who can write such open, sincere, erotic story about non-traditional love. In other words, such gay story, it's out of bounds. In Russia, this is unacceptable. I told it just for comparison. I presume it is an interesting feature. As to the book, the first part is my favorite. I feel familiar to the main hero, Elio. There was great suffering, great loneliness and a lot of anxiety, and all of that is similar to my experience, but I will be talking about this mostly in the next video. The other thing that I wanted to say about this book, it is obvious author's erudition. For instance, when Asserman mentioned Haydn's 7 Last Words of Christ, which Elio had been transcribing, I was so interested in this composition that I found it on YouTube and listened to it because I wanted to be fully aware of the things about which Asserman had been writing. The author also referred to Jewish culture and Jewish traditions. It was interesting to me to make acquaintance with them. Asimov also mentioned some poets, writers and painters, and a lot of them I have never heard before. Giuseppe Belli, Paul Celan, Catherine Mansfield, M.C. Escher, Percy Shelley, and others. Asimov also mentioned our Russian writers Chekhov and Gogol. I was pleased with that. Asimov also alludes some important historical events. For example, the Battle of the Piave River, 1918. The author spoke about the war memorial dedicated to the youth of the town who'd perished in the Battle of the Piave River during the First World War. Every small town in Italy has a similar memorial. So Asimov mentioned different historical events, and it motivated me to read about these events at least a little. As to other parts of the book, the further I read, the smaller was my sympathy towards this book. Maybe I got tired from this difficult text. Possibly I should learn by heart some new words and then reread it. Nevertheless, I consider the fourth part is too short for our understanding what had been happening to our heroes all those years. Our heroes have met 15 or 20 years later, after their love adventure. So what had been happening with them all those years? Like, this love story was one significant thing that is worth to talk about. I don't want it to be true. To conclude, I like the book and the film, and I want to learn English by rereading this book. Maybe it can help me to understand better main ideas and deep thoughts which Asimov had been sharing with us. I desire to talk about my beloved characters in the next video, and also I want to read aloud my favorite fragments from this book. So I hope I'll see you soon. Bye bye!